Step number one is to know your outcome. So it's important in any field that you know what you're aiming for so that you can move forward in that direction, so that your unconscious mind is programmed to say, hey, this is what I want, that's what I'm going for, and you know how to find it. So it's important that you know your outcome, and what that means in a relationship is to know what you want, know what you really want, so that you have a dartboard that you are focusing on. So when you aim for the target, you know where you're shooting, right? So you have clarity around what you want. Clarity is power. So what you need to do is to first write down exactly what it is that you want. Write down all the things that you want in a relationship, and also all the things that you want in a partner. So all the things that you want in a partner and all the things that you want in a relationship. And then also, write down everything. Be as descriptive as you can. Write down their hair colour, their eye colour, the way they move, their body, everything that you can. And then go about writing about their characteristics. The more descriptive you are, the better chance you have of attracting that into your life. And then write down the ideal relationship for you. So write down, would it be a fun, contributing relationship? Would you be travelling together? What would you be doing together? What would the relationship be like? Write down all the details. And then you need to clarify what are the shoulds versus what are the musts. So what is a should for you versus what is a must? So on your list, you might have all these factors of what this ideal person should be. And then of those things, then it's important that you identify, some things you can get away with, like, if you're too hard on yourself and too strict, then you make it a little bit difficult to find that person. But identify what are your shoulds, and then you'll find that you'll most likely attract those shoulds anyway. So what are your shoulds, and then identify what are the few things that are essential for you to have in a partner and in a relationship. There's things that you will not tolerate anything else for. So these things that are essential for me to have in a person, if they're lazy, and you don't want someone who's lazy, then they must be motivated, or they must be, they must know what they want in life, must have a goal, must be ambitious, whatever it is for you. Now, if you're having trouble coming up with what it is that you want, a good idea is to first outline what it is that you don't want. Because although it's not good to focus on what you don't want, it's very good to know, to have awareness of what it is that you don't want. So first write down what are the things that you really don't want in a relationship or in a person. And write down, again, what are the shoulds, and highlight or circle what are the musts. What are the things that you absolutely cannot stand or cannot tolerate in a relationship. And then by having that, you then have contrast to identifying what it is that you do want in a relationship. Clarity is power. So the more clarity you have, the more power you have to attracting what it is you want into your life. The next step is to then, you've got what you don't want, you've got what you do want, you've got what you want in a person and in a relationship, and you've highlighted what are the musts for you. You then have to be honest with yourself and say, well, where am I right now in regards to attracting that person in my life? If I want someone who's, say, level 10 in fitness, where they're out, exercising every day and really fit and enthusiastic towards life, and I'm sitting on the couch eating popcorn all day, then there's very little chance that you're going to attract that sort of person into your life, because they have a different set of standards. So you attract a lot of what you are. You attract what you are, and you also attract the opposite of what you are. You attract polarity. So, and later on we'll go into some other videos around that. If you're a very light person, for example, you might attract a dark, a dark energy towards you to create that polarity. And not that it's a bad thing, just a different polarity of energy. So it's important to know where you are right now in regards to attracting that person into your life. So be honest with yourself. So say, of all these things that I want in a person, where am I on a scale of 0 to 10 in regards to attracting that person into my life? If I want someone who's really happy and bubbly all the time, am I happy and bubbly all the time myself? Or is that an area of my life that I can work on? So rate yourself out of 0 to 10 and be completely honest with yourself. Work out, these are the things that I want, and where am I in regards to becoming that person? Once you understand what it is that you want, then write down what are the things that are essential for you to do to become that person, to attract that person into your life.